Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Kate's Creative Space. I'm Kate, and today we are doing a mid-year diamond painting check-in. I thought it would be fun to look at all of the diamond paintings I've completed so far and then go over the goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the year and check in on my diamond painting bingo card. So let's get on into it. Okay, I completed 9 kits so far this year, which is a little bit shy of my goal. My goal is to hit 20. My over the top goal is to hit 25 kits. I completed 19 kits last year and I just wanted to beat that. So like 20 would be good, 25 would be better. And only having 9 makes you think like there's no way, right? But I do have a ton of almost finished whips or like halfway finished whips that I think will kind of bump things along later in the year. So far though, I have 9 finishes. 5 are big kits, 3 are mini dazzles, and 1 is a special project. 6 of those 9 were square drills, and 3 of those 9 were round drills. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at all of them. I figure let's kind of do a mid-year review type thing. And I know I put out a June month in review, but that was like all my whips. I'm only showing you guys the things that I finished, so it's a different video in my mind. Okay. Let's look first at my very first finish and give you a little spoiler already. This kit is Christmas Witch by Marigona Sully, and this was my very first finish of the year. I actually did start this kit in 2025. I ordered it July 9th, 2025 for Diamond Art Club's Christmas in July. I started it November 2nd, 2025, and I finished it January 21st of 2026. This kit is massive. I think it's probably the biggest, yeah, it's tied with the biggest kit I've ever done. It was only 35 colors though, which was crazy. I thought I would get burned out on the colors. Honestly, I didn't. They varied enough. I didn't really get burned out on them, surprisingly. It had 35 colors though, 3 ABs, 5 fairy dust, and a special drill. The special drill was this quad cube up here in these string lights on the bookshelves. I loved using the quad cube. I'm pretty sure this was my first time using quad cube drills, which is a lot of fun. This was also my first Marigona Sully kit. I have most of her stuff, not all of it, but I have most of her stuff. This was the first time working on one of her kits. I loved it. I loved this kit. There was just so much going on. I was always entertained. I loved all the knick-knacky stuff on the bookshelves. I loved when I got to these frames up here, which is like the last couple rows that I did. I loved the owl and the rabbit and all the little animal friends. She's got a dog over here, little mice. There's more mice under her chair, a little cat here. I loved diamond painting all of the little animals. There was Christmas treats and flowers and presents. A good big old Christmas tree in there. This was so much fun to work on for the Christmas season. And my trick for these kinds of canvases, when I know I'm not going to get them done before Christmas, is I tend to work on the tree section of the canvas during Christmas, during December. And then when I got to January, this was kind of the area I had left, which pulled very winter to me and helped me not be so like, okay, I'm doing a Christmas kit and Christmas is over. I kind of want to be done with this. I focused on doing like the outdoor winter scene kind of in January. I am a very seasonal diamond painter. You won't be able to catch me doing a Halloween kit in November, but for some reason you can catch me finishing my Christmas kits in January. I guess because it's still just winter time. So that's how I can get away with that. But yeah. This kit is massive. I didn't tell you how big it was though. It's 27.6 by 39 inches or 69.9 by 98.8 centimeters. She's big, but it was so much fun to work on this. I did work on other kits kind of during the duration of working on this one, but tons of fun, and it was a great start to the year. Okay, I'm gonna put this one away and we'll pull out my next kit. All right, the next kit that I completed is this beautiful one here. This is Yule by Miss Holly. This is the first kit that I completed for my Refresher Stash Challenge. Or not it's Lizette. Lizette from Lizette Crafts and Tells. She offered the Refresher Stash Challenge to anybody who wanted to work on it this year, and I have been working on it all year long and loving it. So basically the idea of that challenge is to take your older kits and try to complete some of those older kits so that they don't lose their appeal to you over time, since they're missing things like perforated cover or like fairy dust, if you're talking about Diamond Art Club, things like that. And this is an example of one of those kits. It was in the older box and it did not, I don't think it had a perforated cover. It does have fairy dust though, so it's not that old, but it didn't have like a treasure quest card, things like that. So I decided to work on this for the Refresher Stash Challenge. This is also the second Wilhelmina kit I've ever completed. Miss Holly has quite a few kits from Diamond Art Club with this character in particular. Her name's Wilhelmina, and there's quite a few of them out now. And I've been loving working on this series with this character and her dog, her little corgi dog. I love it. I worked on the potion room, I think is what it's called also. Unfortunately, this kit is archived, so you can't get it on Diamond Art Club's website, but you could potentially find it in a D-Stash group or on eBay or Mercari, something like that. But unfortunately, you can't get it from Diamond Art Club. You could, however, try to contact Miss Holly, and if you got her permission, redeem it for your treasure quest cards. If you have any questions about that, let me know. I can answer them. Okay, let's talk stats. This kit is 22 by 31 inches or 55.8 by 78.7 centimeters. Round drills. It was my second finish of the year, also my 35th finish of all time, and my 25th Diamond Art Club finish. I ordered this kit on May 21st of 2024. I started it on January 2nd of 2026 and finished it on January 31st of 2026. I got this kit done in a month. That's because I didn't have 8 whips at the time. I had this and the other one that I worked, the other one I just showed you, Christmas Witch, were my only 2 whips going at the beginning of the year. And that is how I got this guy done in a month. Christmas Witch was 111,557 drills. And this kit here was 55,919 drills. We're going to circle back to drill count at the end of the video, but I thought I'd point it out. And this had 2 ABs and 2 fairy dust, 44 total colors. It was so much fun to work on. I feel like round drill kits really work up quickly for me. I was still in the winter vibes because it was January. I loved all the purples in this kit. And yeah, I was kind of going, I think I would do a row of this round one, a row of the square Christmas Witch, and then I'd go back and forth, which honestly, I really kind of want to get back to having just 2 whips and knocking out rows at a time. I like that. 2 to 3 whips is like my sweet point. I've got like 8 going right now and I'm a little overwhelmed with it. But the grid field on this was definitely a little bit looser, which makes me glad that I worked on it. I think Diamond Art Club has never officially confirmed this, but their round drill field is a lot, not a lot, but a little bit tighter now. And I definitely noticed it in this, working on this kit. I think that's the only other notes that I really have besides, yeah, it was my first Refresher Stash kit. And I had a lot of fun working on it. So after Yule, I then went on to work on a couple of Mini Dazzle sets. I was doing a video where I compared 2 storage containers that I was using, and I did a set of Mini Dazzles for each storage container. So the first set that I completed was the winter set from Diamond Art Club. These are Mini Dazzles, so it's 6 little ones. I count all 6. When I finished all 6 of them, I counted it as 1 finish. I think that's upside down. That looks better. This is the winter set. I started this January 16th and I finished it February 3rd. I had a lot of fun with these. I think at the beginning of the year, I was gonna do the winter set and all the other sets as well. But I don't think I never did the spring set, and now we're in summer. So that goal might be out the window, which kind of bums me out that I worked on this set then, because I could have done that next year, but oh well, that's okay. So there are my 6 winter Mini Dazzles. This is my 3rd finish, and it was 3,791 total drills for all 6 of these canvases. Super fun and a really cute set. I also then finished the Mini Dazzle Castle set because that was in the other storage container that I was comparing the 2 on. So here are the 6 castles that I finished. I think I started these, yeah, I finished these a little bit later. I started these the same day, January 16th, and finished them on February 15th. but they were fun. A lot of neutral colors, but I really like diamond painting with gray, especially gray fairy dust, because all of the mini dazzles have special drills, so either ABs or fairy dust, and I loved working with that gray fairy dust color right there. And then there's the last one. So this is another set of 6 that I finished, and this had 4,469 drills. It was my 4th finish of the year, 27th Diamond Art Club finish, 37th finish of all time. So after that, I was kind of done with mini dazzles, and while I was working on these mini dazzles, I also worked on my February Refresh Your Stash kit. Let me grab that. Here it is. This is another Miss Holly kit. I was in a really big Miss Holly mood this year. This is Little Baker by Miss Holly, and it is 39 by 27.6 inches or 99 by 70 centimeters. Another really big one. I really like the big diamond paintings. I like the artwork, and they take a lot longer to finish and a lot more time to finish, but I just love the artwork in these big giant diamond paintings. So this one was particularly fun because I love diamond painting food, and this one had a ton. I started at the top and got a lot of the wall out of the way. This giant window of ABs almost took me out just because I hand tweezed my ABs, and this was a lot to do. Almost took me out, but it didn't. And then I got like all this wallpaper here, which wasn't the most fun because this does have some gapping in it. That was not my favorite. But once I got down to like the treats, all of the cookies and cakes and cupcakes, that was where it was my time to shine. I really got into diamond painting the food on this kit. I just pulled a drill off. I felt it pop off. There it is. Let's see if I can get that back in. Okay. I really enjoyed working on this kit though, and the cake right here, probably my favorite part. Actually, no, I lied. My favorite part, this blackberry jam. I loved the specials. I loved the jam, the jar, the confetti on it. Oh, that was my favorite right there. And it had a lot of specials because this is fairy dust and then ABs and fairy dust in the little blackberry. So cute, so much fun. Okay, let's talk stats. I started this kit. I ordered it May 18th of 2024. I started it February 4th of 2026 and finished it March 23rd of 2026. So this is where you're going to start to see me not finishing those kits in a month. Yule was definitely a one-time deal. It was my second Refresh Your Stash kit. So my goal was to do one kit a month, and I thought they would bleed into the next month. I was okay with them bleeding into the next month in my mind. And I still am, but they're not taking 2 months anymore. We'll get to that. This had 84 colors, 4 ABs, 5 fairy dust, and another quad cube. So the quad cube in this one was in this jar down here. Super fun. I really like working with the quad cubes for sure. And it had 111,449 drills total, and it was squares. So much fun. I did make one change to this kit. I changed her eyes. They had a lot of pink in them, and let me show you the picture from my logbook here. They had a lot of pink in them that to me wasn't my very favorite. So I changed them to blue, and honestly, I don't know if I like how I changed it. It took me like 45 minutes to make changes to 30 drills, and that's why I don't enhance my kits or change them up very often, but I think it looks okay enough that I will leave it alone. But I will say that maybe enhancing kits isn't totally for me, but I do like it, and I think it turned out really cute. And I had so much fun with this kit. And I really like Miss Holly's work, and I love diamond painting food. So this one was a fun February kit because I kind of matched with like Valentine's Day. All right, I'm gonna put this one away and we'll get out the next one. Next up is the set that I did for March Mini Madness. It's a really fun event that's hosted by Michaela Renee, Courtney at Diamonds Are Girls Best Friend, Kara from The Principal Painter, and Ashley from Messy Girl Crafts. They do it every March. They mix minis with like the March Madness kind of basketball brackets, which is super fun. I worked on this set from Pretty Little Gem, the dress set. I adore Pretty Little Gem. This is the second set I've worked on from them, and I just adore their mini sets so much. I did not finish them in March, but I gave it the old college try. I actually don't have my start and end date listed on my logbook for some reason. I'll pop it up here if I can remember. But I know I didn't finish it in March. Or no, maybe I finished it. Did I finish it the very last day of March? I think I might have literally like done a video where I challenged myself to finish them before March ended. I can't fully remember. I'll pop it up here. But I will tell you this, that there's 12 dresses in this set and I only have 11. And I'm going a little crazy trying to figure out where that 12th dress went. But if I had to guess, I would say Lucy probably was looking at these and one of them maybe slipped behind something or something. I'm not sure where the 12th dress is. And I had to get this filmed, so I couldn't spend any more time looking for it. I'm sure it'll turn up, and when it does, I will reunite her. Not 100% sure which one's missing off the top of my head. But if you want to go back and look at any of my March mini, videos, you could see all 12 of them there. I have no idea how one mini went missing, but I'm losing my mind a little bit. Anyways, this was my 39th finish, or my 6th finish of the year, my second Pretty Little Gem finish. Total drill count, 10,099 drills. After I finished this, I worked on a kit. Oh, I don't have the date for that one either. I worked on a kit called Girls Just Want to Have Fun. This is my one special project that I did this year, and it is, I'll put a picture of it right here. This is in Lucy's room. I wasn't going to take it from her room. So this was a sparkle board. They're new from Diamond Art Club, and Diamond Art Club was kind enough to send this one over to me to sneak peek. And so I completed this one. It was my 7th finish. I am counting this one as a finish. I decided not to count my art.bookmarks as a finish, but the sparkle board I'm going to count because it took me a little bit to work on it, and I had a lot of fun with it. So I like to talk about it. I don't even think I put it in the month in review that I finished it in, though, because I think I finished it in March or April. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I don't know why I didn't write that down. But yeah, it was my 7th finish of the year and my 40th finish of all time. And it was really cute, and I really enjoyed working on it, especially because I got to work on it with Lucy. I had to have finished that in March. No, maybe April. I'll put that too. I'm sorry, guys. Thought I had everything prepped for this video, but apparently not. Next up is another really huge finish, though, and this is Magic House by the River. You guys, this is the kit that changed everything for me. This kit has made me absolutely fall in love with landscapes. Do you guys store your drill or your canvases rolled up? Because this is the first time I stored a canvas rolled up, and I feel like it's a little wavy now. I don't know. What's the best way to store them? Anyways, I think rolled up is how I'm going to store them from now on. So I need to be okay with rolling them up. Anyways, this is my 4th kit for Refresh Your Stash. No, my 3rd kit for Refresh Your Stash. So this is an older kit from my stash. I was so excited to work on this kit, you guys, and it really made me fall in love with landscapes, and I really, really enjoyed it. I noticed the last time I pulled this kit out for the month in review that I worked on it, I have a couple missing drills, and I'm not sure if that was a glue thing or if it was the bottom of the drills being not completely flat where I had some popping of drills on this. I will say I need to put those drills back on because I already kitted it down when I noticed it. And I can see them, they're kind of off screen here. There's like 5 over here. And it doesn't look as bad as I thought. In my mind, I was like, there's a billion missing drills on here. There's not that many missing. There's probably like 5. But I need to go back in and put them on, which is a bummer. Because like I said, I've long since kitted this down. But it is kind of bothering me. They're right here in this tree. My monsters stole my roller. I have one of those little tiny rollers. And I don't know what it is about things that roll with little kids. But I had this little roller. They borrowed it and did not return it. And then I got out my old school giant red rolling pin that I like cook with. And I've been using that. And what it is about things that roll. But Dylan took that the other day and he was playing with it. And then he tried to like take it with us in the car. And I was like, buddy, don't take my rolling pin in the car because I need it. And now I can't find it again. So it's probably in his room or something. I don't know why they like rolling things so much, but I really want to roll my kits back out. So I need to invest in another small roller that I could put in my diamond painting accessory bag or something, but that was a long-winded tangent. Let's look at the kit. I loved everything about this kit, you guys. It was beautiful. The animals were so much fun. The line blocking in the water was so much fun. Everything about this kit. It had tons of confetti, so it took a long time to finish it. But you guys, this has made me absolutely fall in love with landscapes. Working on all this cobblestone was awesome. I loved working on all the confetti flowers. I had so much fun with that. The actual house itself, this is like a wagon with a handle, so cute. And the house itself was a joy to work on. I will say I did have some gapping in some of the lighter colors up here in the sky, which was kind of disappointing because I was real excited to work on the sky. There was a ton of gapping in here, and it just kind of took the experience down just a small notch. But that was the only area where there's a ton of color blocking, and that was the only area where I really saw that gapping. Everything else, really not. These chickens, best part right there, those chickens, super cute. And the deer, I would say the chickens and the deer. Okay, this was finish 41 of all time, finish number 8 of the year, and my Diamond Art Club 30th finish. I started this kit March 25th of 2026 and finished it May 14th of 2026. Third refresher stash kit. It had 61 colors, 5 ABs, 2 fairy dust, total drill count 110,433 drills, squares, and just, I can't say enough about this kit. This kit and all of the other kits do have full reviews on my channel, so if you want to see really in-depth thoughts about all these kits, definitely go over into my channel and look for all of these videos. A full review is where I pulled it out of the box, opened it up, we did like a drill train, we kitted it up together, and then I would update you periodically throughout the duration of working on the kit, and then did the post review at the end. So you got like a full detailed look at each of these kits as I work on them. These full reviews take me a long time because I start them when I start the kit and don't post them until after I finish the kit, which can be months, but they're so much fun and I really have a lot of fun creating them. So I'm gonna put this one away, and we have one more canvas to look at. Okay, last but certainly not least is this beautiful painting right here. I was wrong. I stored this one rolled up too. It's wavy and it bothers me, but I can't do anything about it. Anyways, this is Witch's Flower Shop by Mrs. Butterdee. This kit I completed for the Refresher Stash Challenge as well. It was my 4th Refresher Stash kit. And this one was a little bit harder to work on because it is such a unicorn kit. It's archived, so you can't get it from Diamond Art Club. It's highly sought after. People really like this kit and have a hard time finding it on D-Stashes. So I had a hard time working on it and knowing I wouldn't be able to have it again, but it does so much more justice completed than it does sitting in a box on my shelf. And I had so much fun working on it. It was a round drill kit, so it went quick and it was just a joy to work on. The flowers were fun. The girls' faces were fun. I love her earrings and her necklace and everything. Her glasses were especially fun to work on. All these flowers down here were really cute. And the bird and like the little scissors. I had a lot of fun with this one. Rounds do go faster for me. I've always thought that. And this is probably one of my top favorite Mrs. Butterdee kits. I did a video once where I ranked all my Mrs. Butterdee kits. I'll try to have it linked down below. It's outdated now because they've come out with so many more of her kits since I filmed that. But I would guess this was in my top 3 when I did that video. So, or top 5, or definitely way up there. This was my 7th Mrs. Butterdee kit that I've ever finished, which was really fun. I started it April 11th and finished it May 23rd. And it was my 42nd finish of all time, my 9th finish of 2026, and my 31st finish of my career of diamond painting. And I just realized I haven't had a finish since May 23rd. And it is July, so that makes me a little antsy. But this one had 45,612 total drills, 65 colors, 4 ABs, and 3 were fairy dust. This was rounds, like I said, and just so much fun, so much fun. So let's, I'm gonna like kind of gather up some things for you to look at, and then we will talk about like total stats, and we'll look at my bingo card, and we'll do my goals and everything. Okay, here's my diamond painting bingo card, and this I created at the beginning of the year. I'll have it linked down below if you want to try to finish it and get bingo in the second half of the year, but I just kind of came up with a creative way to motivate me to kind of come out of my comfort zone with the kits that I work on. I'm doing really well with it. I do have bingo already. I'm trying to block out the whole thing now. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I am just going to keep going with it. It was just a little fun thing. I do show this in all my month-end reviews where I have a finish to look at. But it's been a lot of fun, and I'm getting there because I have a kit coming up that will have fish in it. I think I have a kit that has a cat in it for sure. I don't know about this one, a 13 by 13 or smaller. I'm sure I could probably come up with something for that. Finish a kit that has a sun or moon. I've got one coming. Ghost, I'm sure I'll find one for Halloween. A kit that has electro-iridescence. I'm started it. I need to finish it. Finish a kit that has 2 words with the same letter in the title. That I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get done this year. A kit that has a bird in it. Technically, I'm close on that one too. A kit that has a pumpkin in it and a Disney kit. So all of these, like I still have a good shot at finishing this year. Some of them I'm not sure about, but I'm close. So this is a good thing. And I got my bingo, which was the goal. So everything else is just gravy after that. And then the last thing we are going to talk about are the goals that I had for the year. I sat down at the beginning of the year and talked about my diamond painting goals with you guys. I'll try to have that video linked down below too, but I'm making a lot of promises here. I hope I can have them all up there for you. But if not, they're in there. If you scroll through my videos, you'll see them. But this was just for fun. I was trying not to put too much pressure on myself, but I do like to have goals because it's fun. So here are the goals that I had. While I'm talking, maybe I'll put up a few of like my whips, current whips or something, so that you're not just staring at a completely blank screen. But my goals are, number 1 was to place 1 million drills. And I am at 453,329 drills halfway through the year, and I'm not at 500,000, but I'm still pretty confident I have a chance of making this goal because I have so many whips going right now. So I've been putting a lot of drills down in the last 6 months that I haven't counted yet. I feel like I got a good shot at getting that 1 million, and we'll have to just wait and see. The next goal that I have is to finish 3 kits from my most intimidating kits video. That's a video that I filmed last year of like the 10 kits in my stash that intimidated me the most. I wanted to finish 3 of them, and the 3 that I had planned to finish were Great Escape, Old General Store, and I'm Here for the Food. I am currently working on Great Escape, and I'm supposed to be working on I'm Here for the Food in August and Old General Store in September. So I might be able to meet this goal, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm contemplating pushing off I'm Here for the Food until next year. If that happens, I won't meet this goal, but I've got so much going right now. I don't see myself finishing all of these kits. And I think that's just one I'm going to have to say, 2 out of 3 might have to be good enough. But I also haven't finished any of them technically yet. So we'll have to check in at the end of the year and see how that one goes. The next goal was to finish the majority of my kits, of my finishes, be refresher stash kits. And I'm meeting that goal right now because out of 9, I think 4 of them are refresher stash kits. So technically that's not the majority, but I'm working on another 2 refresher stash kits. So here are my refresher stash kits that I have finished. Out of 9, I think that's the majority because, yeah, okay, 3 are mini dazzles and 1's a special project. So technically the quantity is higher of non-refresher stash kits, but like when you're talking drills placed, I have spent all my time, the majority of my time on refresher stash kits. So I think I'm meeting that goal. The next goal is finish my on hold diamond painting. So I have 3 diamond paintings right now that are on hold, meaning I started them and I'm just not currently working on them. The first one is the Art Dot kit that Art Dot sent me. I did a section of this for the video that I filmed when I unboxed it and then just kind of put the kit to the side. I had a lot going on. I haven't gotten back to that. The second one is Crystal Lake Cabin. That is one I started for my father-in-law last year. No, it was 2 years ago now. 2 years ago Christmas. And then I got my first Diamond Art Club Christmas diamond painting and immediately was like, you can hold on. I got a Christmas kit to work on, and I never came back to it. I pulled that one out and did a section of it this year because I was like, okay, I got to meet this goal. I got to finish these on hold kits. And I just have so much going right now that I literally just a couple days ago put it back on hold, took it off my whip wheel, rolled it up, and was like, I cannot right now. I have 8 whips going and I'm overwhelmed. So that kit went back on hold, which is like the opposite of what the goal was. But I just can't right now. And I will have to come back to it when I have a little less on my plate. And the third kit that's on hold is the Mansion. And that one I am fully prepared to pull out and finish in September for Halloween. I did not finish that by the end of Halloween last year. And I put it on hold because I'm so seasonal. I just cannot work on Halloween kits. I wanted to move to Christmas. So I was completely okay with putting it to the side and finishing it this Halloween. And I'm actually still really excited to do that. So at least I'll get one of them finished this year. And then the next goal was try a new to me shop and a new to me artist. I have done both of those. I haven't technically finished the kit, but I started 2 new to me shops this year. The first was Mystical Dream Diamonds, and the second was Preston Place. Both of those are new to me shops, and I've started a kit from each of those companies. I haven't finished them yet. Those are 2 of my 8 whips. And the new artist would be both Reagan Kubicek and Brittany Keller. Those are the artists of both of those kits that I'm working on. I'm loving both those kits. Actually, it's 3 kits. Long story, but if you know, you know. And I am absolutely loving working on those kits and really excited that I can check that goal off. Next is to get bingo, which I got. And then my last goal was to just have fun because I wanted to remind myself that the goals are good for like motivation and purpose, but at the end of the day, it's just a hobby. And if I'm not having fun, I'm not meeting this goal. So yeah, I might have pulled out the on hold kits and had that goal done, but then I would not be meeting the have fun goal because I just wasn't having fun with some of those kits and I just needed to pause them. And at the end of the day, that is the main goal that needs to be checked off at the end of the year. Right now it's checked off. I'm having fun. I'm having fun with the channel. I'm having fun diamond painting. I'm having fun with my projects. And I'm really excited for how much I've accomplished the first 6 months of the year. I've also crossed over 2,000 subscribers. I've become a Diamond Art Club sneak peeker. I have officially had this YouTube channel for 1 full year. So lots of great things have happened to me this year. I'm working with some really great other companies as well. And it's just been amazing. And I did not know I could turn a hobby into something this big and cool, and just I really, really am enjoying it. So as far as my goals go, I'm either on track or doing good or giving it like my best effort. And I think at the end of the day, I feel pretty satisfied with how much I've accomplished in the first 6 months of the year. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching that recap of my mid-year diamond painting review, and I hope you guys, had fun watching what I've been up to. Let me know down below what you guys accomplished in the first 6 months of the year and what projects you're working on, what you've got coming up for the next 6 months of the year. I have got to go because I can hear my kids fighting in the back room, but definitely feel free to give this video a thumbs up on your way out if you enjoyed watching it. And if you're new here, feel free to stick around and subscribe and see me work on the next batch of kits that I've got coming in the next 6 months. So thank you guys so much for watching. I had a really good time filming this. I hope you had a good time watching it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.